We're going.
Hey everybody, I'm Kathy and Jeremy's behind the camera, and we're going to go over some quick and easy bodyweight exercises that everybody should just in general know how to do. You may not be able to do all of them perfectly at first, but they're a good place to start. So we're going to start today with a body squat. Take it away, Jeremy.
All right, Kathy, I want you to get your feet right about shoulder width, toes pointed straight or even externally rotated, which means pointed out slightly. That's way too much. Yeah, that's about good. And then what we're going to do is Kathy is going to cross her hands in front of her chest, or she can put them out straight in front of her for a little counterbalance and give herself a little more stability. And she's going to sit down, similar to sitting down in a chair or onto the toilet. Take it away, Kathy. Good. See, she has her, when she sits, when she squats, she has a little bit of a forward torso lean, which isn't too big of a deal. She sits down all the way up. She's leading with her butt a little bit, so she needs to not do that. One more. Good. All right, next one.
So next we're going to do a lunge.
All right, Kathy's going to step out and stay static and just do a few lunges from that position. You can do these a couple different ways. You can stay static like she's doing right here and go up and down. With a lunge, what we want to make sure we do is we step out far enough that our knee does not travel over our toe very heavily on the front leg when we lunge down. Like similarly to that. Puts a lot of stress on the knee and is not healthy.
Not good.
Okay, next one.
All right, the next one we're going to do a glute bridge. So I'm going to lay down on the ground.
Bend
on my
on.
back.
Go on, keep going.
Feet about shoulder width apart. I'm going to bridge up using my glutes, or your derriere. Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Wouldn't it be muffins?
Or muffins. For the sake of this vlog, we're going to call them muffins.
Okay, you see that her shins are almost vertical to the ground, which is good. As she comes up, she almost goes backwards a little bit, which tells me she's firing her hamstrings a little bit, but she's still getting a lot of good glute activation for you ladies. Who doesn't want a nicer butt?
The next thing we're going to do, we're going to stay in the same position, except we're going to do what's called a flutter kick or a leg hold. 6 inches off the ground.
As you see, Kathy has her head up a little bit, which is good. We don't want her just slamming her head back on the ground. Puts a lot of stress on the spine. Her knees are locked slightly, and she has her feet about 6 inches off the ground, which is wrong because it's not 6 inches. All she's doing is kicking her legs. She's going to be activating her lower abs and a leg lift. Just do a leg raise. And progression is you come down, one more, and this is a progression from the flutter kick. Okay. The next one we have a good old-fashioned sit-up. As you see, this is the main point. Kathy has her hands crossed across her chest. She's not putting her hands behind her head and pulling on her neck. That puts a lot of stress on her cervical spine and is not healthy whatsoever. And there's no other real big coaching cue other than it's a sit-up like you used to do in the presidential fitness test.
My push-up skills weren't perfect enough for Jeremy or the sake of this spectacular blog. Jeremy's going to demonstrate the push-up because, well, apparently there weren't words to describe how well I did mine.
No, there were. They just weren't child-friendly.
Jeremy keeps a nice flat back. And executes his push-ups very well.
Another good coaching cue is try to pull your belly button in so we don't end up...
In a teepee?
No, not in a teepee.
In a cobra.
Yeah, in the cobra more or less. And putting a lot of stress on her spine.